Hello my friend, welcome to my channel.
Day one of the grandest
England,
event in world
France,
football.
FIFA World Cup Qatar, eFootball pass
Our live
gameplay.
coverage of what we hope will be a game
Kane.
that sets it off in style. Just have a look at it.
Pogba.
Feel it. This really
Varane.
is the best of the beautiful game. Emotion at fever pitch.
FIFA
And the
World
players are
Cup Qatar, eFootball pass gameplay. My name is Imran.
As we survey the stands of the Maracanã,
Oh,
what a
Mbappe.
sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with
Benzema.
colour, as always has been the case. We
Benzema,
stand for the national anthem
Paul
of France.
Pogba, Kante. Oh, Kante. Pavard. Oh, Varane. He all one France. Frank, England.
Well, they have thrown down
Like,
the gauntlet with
comment,
that
France.
Now
Like,
to match it.
comment, France. Sterling. Foden. Hello, Foden. Oh, my friend. Hi. Walker. Kane. England, France.
Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Sterling,
and
Kane,
that's very
Foden,
apparent, Peter.
Drake,
Competition football
Stross,
is a
Walker,
different
Munich,
beast entirely. And you
Ricardo.
have to be prepared to dig deep
my
and prevent
God.
everything going south very quickly. So
Oh
this
my
could be
God.
a tentative
God,
standoff
go.
in weighing each other
Mbappe,
up.
Benzema,
I hope we'll
Lepar,
see
Kante,
more probing
Tolisso,
than
Pogba,
possession.
Varane, Pavard. Kane.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. A chance to play it in. And he's there to clear it. Pavard. And here's Kante. Kane. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Tolisso. Into the channel. Rice drives it forward. Kyle Walker. Rice switches it towards the other side. Mbappe. Rafael Varane. Tolisso. Digne. Pogba. Digne. Lamar. It's wrestled off the ball. Pavard. Conte. Tolisso. And he just whacks it away. He's gone for it!
France have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
And here's Benzema. And it's Conte. Conte. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Trippier. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Pavard plotting from out on the right-hand side. Whipped in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Phillips. Trippier. Phillips. Plays it over to the other flank. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That has put a stop to that. Digne. Lemar. Digne. Oh, nice touch. Lemar. Tolisso. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, what a ball! Benzema! He scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
France are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
England didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Rice. Kyle Walker. Stones tries to switch the play. Trippier. Foden. Kane. Keeper's ball. Pavard. Conte. And it's Lemar. Pogba. Plays it out to the wing. Rice. Phillips. Trippier. Phillips. Rice. Phillips. Out towards the flank. Rice. Phillips. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, the crowd aren't happy. They wanted a shot and it didn't arrive.
Conte. Across the field it goes. Mbappe finds himself offside. Benzema. Pogba. Conte.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Foden. Phillips. England are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, it can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
Longley. Throw it. Trippier. Phillips. England needing to chase the game already. Foden plays it out to the flank. Phillips. Trippier. In by Trippier. Hoists it forward. Longley. Pogba. And it's played forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Kyle Walker. Rice. Stones. Forward it goes. Rice hits that long. Trippier. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Lofted into the middle. What an adventurous run from a defender.
There's been quite a few crosses coming in from that left-hand side. Trippier really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pogba proves too strong there. Mbappe. It's Benzema! Oh, that was no routine save.
Benzema is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Stones. Stones passes it forward. Lamar. Pavard. Conte. And here's Benzema. That's a throw. Rice. Stones. Foden. Stones plays it forward. Rice. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe.
France have been making some good inroads down the right. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Lamar. Kante has set up one goal so far. Pavard. Tolisso. And it's Kante. Pogba. Lamar. Tolisso. Longley. Pavard. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Pavard really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Beautifully done. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And out to... And the shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Lamar. Lovely bit of skill. Pogba. Kante. And here's Benzema. Benzema kings it out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Managed to get it away. And it's Digne. Lamar! Rice. Phillips. Trippier. Trippier with the crossfield ball. Kyle Walker. Phillips. Trippier. Phillips. Rice. Walker. Lamar. Digne. And it's Pogba. Lamar. He's looked long this time. Here it comes. Pogba. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And he's there to clear it. Trippier gets it away.
France have been making some good inroads down the right. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
There will be a throw-in. Mings. Phillips. Stones. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Kane. He's got a... It's Kane! And that's caused a worry or two.
Kane just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Lamar. Forward it goes. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Phillips. Rice.
France really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
Digne. Lemar. Digne. Tolisso. Lemar. Pogba. Digne. Pogba. Digne. Pogba. Tries lifting it over. Phillips tries to locate someone up front. Raphael Varane. Getting better and better.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
France grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Hit long and direct. Stones cuts it out. Stones is fouled. Rice. Foden. Phillips. Rice. Conte. Pavard. Phillips gets it back. Kane. Digne positions himself well and cuts it out. Raphael Varane. Tolisso. Pavard. Pavard switches it towards the other side. Mbappe. Mbappe!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Stones plays it towards the front. Pogba. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Lemar. Can't get the better of his opposite number. More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's had a real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
He's got rid of that. That is terrific skill. Lamar. Pogba. He's in! Sterling. Stones. Sterling. Phillips. Trippier. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Mings. And it's Sterling. Rice. Up he gets! Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
England are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Pavard. Tolisso. Pogba. Longley. Digne. Tolisso. Conte. Could be a chance here. Foden. Hoists it forward. Trippier. Phillips. And it's Trippier. Gorgeous control there. Foden. Rice. He's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Keeps everyone guessing. Pavard attempts a clearance. Has a pop! And that has been clubbed away. Played into the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And it's played forward. Looking to break out here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Trippier. And here's Sterling. And he's there to cut it out. The defence can get it clear. Lamar. Rice gets it away. Referee's given a throw. Longley. Kyle Walker. Hoists it forward. England to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Varane does well to read it and intercepts. Longley. Pogba. Longley. Digne. Tolisso. Lamar. Lovely bit of skill there. Gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. He could be in here. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Forward it goes. Trippier tries to stroke it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Trippier. Rice. And he heaves it forward. Stones. Walker. England are trailing here with the first half almost done. Foden. Phillips. Foden. Finds himself eased off the ball. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, he just had too many touches, and he was asking for it to be pinched off him.
Phillips. Has he found his man? Varane gets into the right position to intercept. Mings tries to get it forward quickly. Phillips tries to switch the play. Foden. And it's Walker. Trippier. Benzema. Longley. Pogba. Pogba drives it forward. Away from immediate danger. Rice sticks in a foot to win it back. Hoists it forward. Trippier. Phillips. Stones. Rice. Tolisso. Lamar. Hoists it high. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kane. Kane. Sterling. Rice. Pogba. Forward it goes. Mbappe. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Tolisso. Out to the left it goes. Pogba. He's had a shot! Rice. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Stones. Mings. Trippier.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attacking punch.
Digne plays it forward. Now it's Benzema. Lamar. Lamar! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Stones. Mings. Trippier. That'll be a throw-in. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. And it's Trippier. Phillips. And he's going long. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lamar. Conte. Lamar. Pavard. Pogba. Conte. Kante gets it out to the wing. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, really good feet from him. Pogba decides to play it back. Clears it out of harm's way. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Sterling with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Tries to get it clear. And it's Digne. Tolisso. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Varane with a long pass. Look at the defender bombing forward. And that's been levered clear. Has a hit! Oh, taken with style. That was easy, almost too easy.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Played out to the right. Walker goes on an adventurous run. Trippier. Foden. Rice. And there is the half-time whistle. And the second half gets underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Longley. Conte. And here's Benzema. And it's Conte. Pogba.
Lamar clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
And it's played forward. Kane. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Phillips. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Pavard. Tolisso. Longley. Pogba. Sterling. Now it's Kane. Pogba. Digne. Longley. Pogba. Tolisso. Rafael Varane. Now it's Benzema. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Mbappe! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
France produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Trippier. And it's Sterling. Looking for space out wide. He's got the ball glued to his feet. This could spell danger. Phillips. Trippier. Phillips. Rice. Foden. Good idea, just poorly executed. Pavard. Conte. Lemar. Well weighted. Benzema. Longley. Pogba. Digne. Tolisso. Lemar. Mbappe. It's a loose ball. Tolisso. Conte. It's come through. Mbappe! Goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Pavard can get it clear. And the shot! And that's wide. Pogba. Tolisso. Longley. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Lamar. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Lamar. Conte. Tolisso. Pogba. Can't get the better of his opposite number. France desperately needs someone. Massive leap! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. What a throw in. Oh, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Kyle Walker. Rice. Phillips. Lamar. Raphael Varane. Longley. Conte. Pogba. Pogba drives it forward. Phillips. Phillips plays it forward. Ah, he's given it away. Kane spreads it towards the left. There are a few waiting for it. And he's there to clear it. Rice gets wrestled off the ball. Out to the right. Rice. Walker. It's a throw in. Foden plays it out to the flank. Delivery from Walker. Time to deliver. Tolisso. Tolisso. Across the field it goes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Stones. Foden. And it's Walker.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back.
It's Kane! He scores! Still trying to make a game of this. Pavard. Now it's Benzema. Mbappe. Lamar. He's spotted the run. Benzema! Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Sterling. And here's Trippier. In by Trippier. And that has been cleared. Rice. And here's Kane. Mbappe. He's made sure that that won't get through. Rice. Walker plays it over to the other flank. And that's been levered clear. Benzema, with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Benzema. Mbappe. And it's Benzema. Mbappe! Oh, almost a sixth!
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Stones. Across the field it goes. And it's hoisted clear. Pogba. Longley. Lloris sends that a long way. Conte. Pavard with the crossfield ball. Pogba. Longley. Digne. Conte. Pavard. Conte. Sterling. Pavard. Great run on the overlap here. Lamar gets the better of his man. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
France are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
France, however, just have to plough on and hope for a break. Oh, good interception. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Forward it goes. And he's there to hoof it away. Pogba. Lamar! What a hit, the save was firm.
Lamar put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Stones goes looking. And it's played forward. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Walker. Foden has it out wide and in space. And he's there to clear it. Gets it back. Pogba. Rafael Varane. Pogba. Pavard switches it towards the other side. Mings tries to get it forward quickly. It's the through ball. It's a brilliant interception. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Managed to get it away. Walker. Sterling gets it out to the wing. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Away from immediate danger. Stones. Mings. Just brushed off the ball there. Tolisso. Digne. And here's Pogba. And here's Pogba. Up to meet it! That is a class save. He had to be at his best.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Phillips. Rice. Phillips. And it's Trippier. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Digne. Longley. Lamar. Digne. Tries to switch the play. Conte. And here's Benzema. Pavard. Gets it into the middle. Oh, good take in a good area. This could fall anywhere. Goes for it. Mbappe. That'll go straight through to the keeper. Kyle Walker. Phillips. And it's Sterling. Sterling goes long. Longley. Pogba. Longley. Pogba. Conte. Pavard. Conte. Over to the left. Lamar plays it out to the wing. Mbappe!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Kyle Walker. Rice. Foden. Out to the left it goes. Trippier delivers across. Defending of the desperate variety. Phillips spreads it towards the left. Trippier. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's having a go. Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself a peach of a goal! Oh, that is a bit special. Is this the start of a comeback? Raphael Varane. Longley. Raphael Varane. Pavard. Conte. Raphael Varane. Tolisso. Pogba drives it forward. Mings. Trippier. Now it's Sterling. Lovely feet. Phillips. And it's Trippier. Rice. And here's Sterling.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Now it's Sterling. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Phillips attempts to play it through, and it's Stones. Tolisso gets it back. Kyle Walker. Phillips. Longley. Digne. Pogba hoists it forward and out to safety. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Knocked down by a lack of accuracy. Longley. Digne. Longley. Half an hour gone in the second half. Longley. Raphael Varane. Tolisso. Conte. Pogba. Pogba goes looking. Mbappe. Trippier. Sterling. Sterling. And here's Kane. Pogba with the clearance. Foden. Kane has a hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
England are making a change now.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
And it's Sterling. Phillips. Now it's Sterling. Back into the middle. Mbappe. Lamar. Mbappe. Oh, that is asking. Mbappe! And that would have been game, set and match.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Phillips. Mings. Stones. Forward it goes. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Oh, that's neat. Cleared without complication. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Mbappe has given away a free kick. Mbappe gets it away. He goes long. Out of play for a goal kick. Rafael Varane. Varane plays it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Sancho. Rice. And it's Walker. It's found its way to him. Sterling gets on the end of it. Lamar. Qatar. Rafael Varane hoists it forward. Tolisso. Qatar. And here's Benzema. Finds himself eased off the ball. Sancho. Kane. Sancho clips one through. And it's been taken straight back. Phillips. Rice. Sterling plays it out to the wing. Aimed in towards the centre. And that's been levered clear. Benzema absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Mbappe. And here's Benzema. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Sterling. Mbappe did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Pogba battles to win it back. Digne tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Pogba. And it's Digne. Gets up to head it! Sterling. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Plays it over to the other flank. Kyle Walker. Rice plays a clever pass. Longley is there and he can get that clear. Mings. Played out to the right. And it's Walker. Tolisso. Lamar, already of course on the score sheet. Sterling. He came in hard, very hard. Floats one over. Shot a goal! They've done it!
You know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
There's going to be another change here. We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Digne. Oh, it's a... That's pretty clear. It is a foul. There could be trouble here. So now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Phillips. And it's played forward. And it's Trippier. Rashford. And that's sprayed out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Pogba. Tolisso goes looking. Rice. It's Rashford! Oh, that's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Keeper has beaten it away. England have to get it into the box, and quickly. It's come loose. Towering header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tolisso. Longley. Pogba. Longley. Longley drives it forward.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Trippier plays it long. Longley with the clearance.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Rice. Kane! Straight at the keeper.
Kane simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Rafael Varane. Pogba. Longley. Digne. Conte. Pogba. Mbappe. Oh, great ball! It's anyone's ball! Tolisso. Conte. Pogba. Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Mbappe simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Trippier looks to clip it forward. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
England could have here their final chance. Oh, that's nice. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. England have a free kick. Rice. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. In it comes. In with a header! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Over to the left. Digne drives forward with purpose. Shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Stones gets it away. And here's Pogba. Chance to cross here. Knocks it away. Mbappe has a shot! He scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Conte. And it's Rashford. Phillips. Shaw. Across the field it goes. Done very well to intervene. Walker. Pogba with the clearance. Rice. Phillips. Shaw. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Rice. Rice spreads it towards the left. And that is it. The referee